Hello and welcome to BYJU'S IAS, presenting to you the daily quiz for 20th of August 2021. Let us begin and have a look at the first question for today. Which of the given statements is or are correct? In India, sugarcane is grown as a kharif crop. Sugarcane prices are determined by both the center as well as the states. The fair price remunerative price of sugarcane is approved by the Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices. India produces more sugar than it consumes. What is the context? This article in the Hindu newspaper today says that as the sugar mills have been able to exceed their targets of exports for this year, they've been able to pay back the sugarcane farmers their dues. Say India is one of the top producers as well as consumers of sugar in the world. And as per the Niti Aayog report of 2020, India produces more sugar than it consumes. Now, since the production exceeds the consumption, there are liquidity concerns for the sugar mills and they are not able to make timely payments to the farmers for their produce. This is one of the reasons why the center has been encouraging diversion of sugarcane produce to exports as well as diversions for the production of ethanol. Now let us go back to the question. Yes, sugarcane is a kharif crop. Kharif crops are the monsoon crops and require a lot of water. Please note that sugarcane is also called as a water guzzling crop. So statement number 1 becomes correct. This also eliminates option C because this does not have statement number 1. Now, when it comes to sugarcane pricing, it is determined by both the center as well as the states. A constitution bench in the year 2020 in the month of April gave out a judgment. And it said, by virtue of entries 33 and 34 of the concurrent list of the 7th schedule of the constitution, both the center as well as the state governments have the power to fix the prices of sugarcane. Right? But the state advised prices, that is SAP, has to be higher than the fair and remunerative prices as decided by the center. So statement number 2 also becomes correct. Now, the center announces FRP that is determined on the recommendation of CACP, which is the Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices. But this is approved and announced by the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, which is chaired by the Prime Minister. Therefore, statement number 3 becomes incorrect. Please note that CACP only makes recommendations with respect to FRP. And as we've already discussed, yes, sugarcane production in India exceeds its consumption. So statement number 4 also becomes correct. Therefore, the right answer to our question would be option A, 1, 2 and 4 only. Now let us take up question number 2. Which of the following is or are the schemes or initiatives launched under the National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency? Number 1, Energy Efficiency Financing Platform. Number 2, Perform, Achieve and Trade Scheme. Number 3, Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana. Number 4, Market Transformation for Energy Efficiency. Number 5, Framework for Energy Efficient Economic Development. What is the context? This article in the PIB today has a mention of the National Mission of Enhanced Energy Efficiency and hence we've taken up this question. The National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency is one of the 8 national missions under the National Action Plan on Climate Change. So, this National Action Plan on Climate Change has 8 different national missions and National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency is one of those. This mission on energy efficiency was launched to facilitate energy savings and consequently reduce the greenhouse gas emissions, which has a major role in the climate change. And under this mission, there are 4 different initiatives or schemes. The first one is the Perform, Achieve and Trade Scheme. This PAT is one of the market-based mechanisms which was launched to improve the cost effectiveness of energy efficiency. What happens under this mechanism is that large-scale energy-intensive industries are given certifications for energy savings. And these certifications are given based on what steps they've taken for energy savings. And these certificates can be traded in the market. The second one is the Market Transformation for Energy Efficiency. And this was launched to promote a shift towards appliances that are energy efficient. So it introduces various programs for the promotion of energy efficient appliances in the market. The third one is the Energy Efficiency Financing Platform. So this platform is an initiative to make sure that there is adequate finance at reasonable rate of interest for implementation of energy efficiency projects. And the fourth initiative under this mission is FEED, that is Framework for Energy Efficient Economic Development. This initiative provides innovative fiscal instruments. So this initiative is undertaken with the objective of addressing the concerns of investors and banks that are risk averse. That is, they do not want to take huge risks. For this, what Bureau of Energy Efficiency has done is it has started two different types of funds. And these funds have been introduced with the objective of boosting the confidence of the investors. The first one is Partial Risk Guarantee Fund for Energy Efficiency, and the second one is Venture Capital Fund for Energy Efficiency. So these funds will avoid the risk of these projects being stalled. Now let us answer the question. All these four schemes or initiatives are launched under the National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency except for the UDAY scheme, which is Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana. The UDAY scheme was launched for the operational and financial turnaround of discoms and was not for promoting energy efficiency. Therefore, it is also not a part of this particular national mission. Therefore, the right answer to our question would be option D, 1, 2, 4 and 5 only. Moving on to question number 3. The Indian Navy undertook bilateral exercise Zayed Talwar 2021 with option A, Saudi Arabia, option B, United Arab Emirates, option C, Qatar, option D, Bahrain. What is the context? This editorial in the Hindu newspaper today, which talks about India's relationship with West Asia and the impact of Abraham Accords on this relationship, has a mention of the exercise Zayed Talwar. The navies of India and United Arab Emirates took part in Zayed Talwar exercise 2021. This is a bilateral naval exercise and it was conducted off the coast of Abu Dhabi. This particular naval exercise aimed at providing a boost to the interoperability and synergy between Indian Navy and the Navy of United Arab Emirates. Now, this exercise has reflected a rapid upswing in the bilateral military cooperations between both these countries. So, the right answer to our question would be option B, United Arab Emirates. Now, let us take up another question from the same editorial. This port is strategically located on the southeastern coastline of Oman. It straddles along critical sea lanes in Arabian Sea and Gulf of Aden. In 2018, India secured access to this port for military use and logistical support. The port being talked about is option A, Port of Khasab, option B, Chabahar Port, option C, Duqm Port, option D, Bandar Abbas Port. In this question, since the Chabahar and Bandar Abbas ports are frequently in news, we must know that both Chabahar port as well as the Bandar Abbas port are in Iran. And since the question mentions that this port is in Oman, we can eliminate option B and option D. Now, both Port of Khasab and Duqm Port are in Oman. But if we have a look at the map here, we can see that the Duqm Port is in the southeastern coastline of Oman, while the Khasab Port is near the Strait of Hormuz somewhere here. Another thing that is mentioned in the question is about the deal in 2018. In 2018, India signed a deal with Oman for access to the Duqm Port. So the right answer to this question would be option C, Duqm Port. Now let us take up a previous year question from Prelims paper 2017. Which of the following is or are famous for sun temples? Number 1, Arasavalli. Number 2, Amarkantak. Number 3, Omkareshwar. Select the correct answer using the code given below. If we have a look at Arasavalli, which is in Srikulam district in Andhra Pradesh, there is a Lord Surya Narayana Swami temple and this is a sun temple. Therefore, number 1 would be correct. And this will automatically eliminate option B. The Omkareshwar temple in Karnataka or the Omkareshwar temple in Madhya Pradesh both are dedicated to Lord Shiva and not the sun god. Now Amarkantak temple, which is in Madhya Pradesh, also does not have a sun temple. So the right answer to our question would be option A, 1 only. A task for you for today is to let me know which are the other famous sun temples in India that we've already discussed in the past. Let me know in the comment section below. Now let us take up the fact of the day, which is Innovations for Defence Excellence Framework or iDEX framework. This article in the Hindu newspaper says that the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has launched the 5th edition of Defence India Startup Challenge. And this has been launched under the Innovation for Defence Excellence Defence Innovation Organization, which is iDEX DIO. So what exactly is this iDEX? In the year 2018, the Government of India set up a Innovations for Defence Excellence framework. And this was set up to give a boost to India's indigenous or domestic defence sector. So the primary aim of iDEX is to create an ecosystem that will engage the industries. The industries that include MSMEs, startups, as well as other industries to encourage innovation and technology development in defense and aerospace. So what iDEX does here is it provides grants or fundings to carry out research and development. Research and development of such projects that have good potential for future adoption in Indian defense and aerospace sector. And iDEX is funded by the Defense Innovation Organization. And the Defense Innovation Organization was formed as a not-for-profit company by the two defense public sector undertakings, that was HAL and BEL. So what are the functions of iDEX DIO? It will promote co-innovation and co-creation. That is, it will help in discovery and exploration of existing technologies or in the development of relevant technologies in the field of defense sector. It also gives a push to new technologies with quick feedback to innovators so that these prototypes can be developed quickly and can be used in the defense sector. It also aims at indigenization of various defense and aerospace related platforms that are being manufactured in the country. Another thing that iDEX does with the help of Defense Innovation Organization is it launches the Defense India Startup Challenges. And this is done to address the problems that is faced by the armed forces, the defense public sector undertakings or the Ordnance Factory Board. Under these challenges, startups or individual applications are invited to provide solutions to some of the problems that are defined, and the winners in these challenges will receive innovation grants. And now recently our Defense Minister has launched the Defense India Startup Challenge 5.0. And this will encourage the startups to come up with more innovative concepts. And it is believed that this will help India to achieve self-reliance in the field of defense as well as defense production. That is all for today. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching and keep learning.